Example 4 says Lucida made 85% of her free throws. Henry made 7/8 of his free throws. Who has the better average? Explain. So you're comparing 85% to 7/8. Right now one's a percent and one's a fraction. So you need to get them to be the same thing. And the easiest way is to make them both into decimals. Because if you made 85% into a fraction, it's going to have a different denominator from 7/8, which means you then have to find a common denominator. So the easiest thing is just make them both into decimals. So to change 85% into a decimal, you know you can get rid of your percent sign and move your decimal point 2 places to the left, which would make it 85 hundredths, 0.85. And to do 7/8 into a decimal, since 8 can't go into 10 or 100, you'd probably want to divide. So you divide 8 into 7, and when you do that, okay, you would get this, all right, 0.875. So now that this has 3 decimal places and this originally only had 2, you can go ahead and annex that 0 so that you can compare each of the decimal places. And if you compare, they have the same thing in their ones place, they have the same thing in their tenths place, but then when you get to the hundredths place, you have a 5 here and a 7 here. And 7 is greater than 5, which means that this would be greater, or 7/8 is greater than 85%. Okay. If you looked at them both on a number line, as they do here, they plot them both, okay, and you can see that this is where 875 thousandths would be located, okay, and this is where 85 hundredths or 850 thousandths would be located. So if you compare them visually as well, you'll see that 7/8 would be greater. So Henry had the better average of free throws. Try the Got It's below to check your understanding.